Well, hey everybody, I'm still here at the OC. I went back in and swam 800 meters, went 100-meter sprints, and tried to go as fast as I could. I won't know until I process the actual swim data to just see how much energy I exerted. That was my intention. I had swam a mile earlier doing it in 100-mile sprints, and it showed that I had plenty of room for more exertion. And so that's the reason I came out here on the deck, made a video. I told you the date. Yeah, the day is the 28th, January the 28th, and the year is 2024. This is a continuum video from that other one. I don't know if I'll link them together or put them in two different videos, but whatever. I did have something I wanted to say, and it's not easy to say. It's kind of difficult to believe that the corruption that we talk about in the deep state in Washington, D.C. is right here in every state. Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Texas. It's infested with people that are all connected in high places. Their families were some of the original families that went into Texas to get the land, and they're embedded into government politician at the state level and at the city and the county and the municipalities. They're in every town, everywhere. And now it's not but just a few of them that are connected to the real families that actually own the counties. The ones that are those people, those ancestrals were given, their great-great-granddaddy and all that was given. We'll just use Missouri as an example. To come to Missouri, and they literally knew exactly where St. Louis went, Kansas City went, and Springfield went, and even other cities. They were already inhabited. This is a fact that you'll have to do study and research for yourself. But they spread out, knowing where the roads were going to go and knowing where the best properties were. And so they made themselves extremely wealthy. In every situation, these people were handpicked to go into these states and to do exactly what I said. Most of them had engineering, civil engineering backgrounds and could survey. Most of them, like I say, they went to colleges and had sororities. So when they started Mississippi State and started Missouri State, they had connections right back to Boston, New York, and Washington, D.C. And so these people, you're looking at their generation now running things, and you think, well, it's the council, city council's running this, and the mayor's running this, and the police chief, he's running this, and the sheriff's running this. Well, for all practical purposes, that's what it looks like, but there's a whole family that is deeply embedded, intermarried, and as dark-sided Illuminati as could be, with the Luciferian nature and just money-hungry people. And they're everywhere. Now, I'm telling you this because those people have been told that if we go totally chaos, that they are going to be okay, and the people that they pick are going to be okay, and the rest of us would be the ones that gets our heads cut off. Now, I know that sounds tough and deep, and y'all might not want to hear it, but that is ultimately what the one world situation leads to. Well, it ain't going to happen because there's people like me that's spreading this kind of word right here to let you know you've got to start going to your city meetings. You got to go to your zoning and planning meetings. You got to meet your mayor. You got to look at who was the mayor before him and the mayor before him and who's the county engineer and who's the actual people over the county. Len Morris is a great guy. I like him. Me and him are friends. We can talk about these things. He's like everybody else. He's blind to the fact that there is a conspiracy at deep levels that are the actual owners of the county. They literally have siphoned off millions and millions over the years, millions and millions and millions of dollars. And people go, oh, that can't be possible. Well, yeah, if they're the owner, if they own everything, and I'm telling you, they're everywhere. In every small town, every big town, everywhere. And they're connected through sororities at colleges, and they're also connected through the Mason system, Freemasons. Nobody here is Luciferian on the streets or running things. They act like normal people. They are normal people. I'm talking about the people behind these people that handpick these people to be in charge. Don't think that you elect a mayor. They select a mayor. Don't think they elect a county official. They select a county official. And there's just a group of them that run everything. I don't know why I'm telling you this the way I'm telling you, but it might get me in all kinds of trouble here, but it ain't something that I haven't already said. Hell, I've said it since I got here in this situation. It's like any other situation. Mississippi was infested with sure enough billionaires and trillionaires. They were the first people to buy up all the farmland. They were the first people to move into the mansions. Yeah, the mansions in Mississippi were already there. They were built by Chief LeFleur. He was the Indian chief. Yeah, they took his property, took his land, took his wives, and told everybody that the savages had to go. Well, that's the type of people we're dealing with. The people that literally stowed everything because everything had already been here. Everything, businesses, highways, roads, structures. And the best people could do when they say they come into the Mississippi Delta was build a cabin. No. No. Those mansions were built by Indians. They lived in high culture from here all across this whole country. They had been here for 30,000 years, had politics, government, and they didn't have Luciferian nature of nothing. They knew the white man was a snake, and that's why they talked about it. It speaks with a forked tongue. I'm telling you, we the new Indians, people. So when anything goes bad and the emergency broadcast system hits, you can go to in other cities and other places that's listening to this, go to your libraries every Saturday from 9, 10 o'clock till 1 or 2, and there'll be people there that will welcome you and talk to you and have ham radio operators that can tell us what's going on. There's going to be a point in the near future where all communications go down. Cell phones quit working, no cable television systems are going to work. There'll just be one kind of emergency broadcast system. And it's going to actually be a vehicle for telling you truth, but still you've got to get involved down into your local level. You've got to every Saturday go to these gathering places. Here in Ozark, it could be the library. I believe the best place that we can get in is going to be the Ozark Community Center, and I'm going to push that during the time of this blackout, that they open the doors and let us in so we can have a comfort to talk about these things and strategize about how did we get ourselves in this situation and what we're going to do on the backside to get ourselves out of this situation. It's not going to be like a total reset like they've done in the past. It's going to be a lot of cool information coming forth about what's been going on behind the scenes to clean up this mess. I thought I had my watch set and it said I didn't. So I don't know how long I've been running the video now. That don't matter. I'm going to go ahead, and I've said a lot. I can say much more. Yeah. Oh, to all you first responders, anyone that is an officer, whether you're a trooper, you're sheriff, or you're a deputy sheriff, or you're the chief of police, or you're just a policeman on a traffic, you know how you pull people over for little stupid traffic tickets. I'm telling you, you're going to come to a point where you'll be looking at these people and you will be given orders to kill people. So what I'm saying is this: you don't want to be on that side. You want to be on the side of the people that know the truth about what's going down, and that way you can, when you come to a meeting, you'll hear the truth. When you come to the understanding that the owners of this county and the state are no longer in power, then you got to change the way you deal with people. We got to go back to common law. And if you don't know what common law is, all you officers and people that I'm talking to, start studying it and understand that the Constitution is going to be the law of the land as far as common law goes. We've been under the law of the sea for so long that these lawyers and politicians and these people that know the technocrats, that know the language of eaglese, they've had us so screwed up for so long. All that's going away. You don't want to be on the side of the dark side and taking orders to help chop our heads off because you thinking, oh, I've been in this stuff for a long time and they're going to take care of me. They're going to do me right. No, if they go to chopping heads off, well, they're going to chop your head off too. They may use you and give you millions of dollars and make you think that you're going to have a future, but you ain't going to have no future like that. That's no future you want. That is damnation. You don't want to go that direction. You want to start helping people now. Officers give more warnings than you give tickets. Use your heart and your eyes and realize you can do way more harm by being mean to people and vindictive. Quit making them ask questions. Anybody that's listening to this, if you get pulled over by an officer, do not answer questions. No matter what he says, if he says he wants to get out of the car and do a sobriety test, don't answer no questions. At that point, if it's that bad that he's going to jerk you out of the car, you might as well just say, lock me up. Just lock me up. I'm not answering questions. That's your best case scenario. Until we get under common law, you cannot trust any situation where you're going to give your rights away. See, we have a right not to incriminate ourselves. And a lot of these, even in these little small towns like Ozark, Missouri, these officers get all these little people, these poor people, into conversations. That ain't doing you no good. It ain't doing the officer no good. Don't answer questions. Stop answering questions. Talk to them politely and accept the ticket and go on. But I'm telling you, officers, when this shit hits the fan, you're going to be looking eye to eye at these people, and you don't want to have done nobody wrong or harm. You want to do what's fair and balanced, fair, firm, and consistent. If you're an officer like that, you're going to survive the backside of this thing. If you're not like that, then you're already corrupt and you're going to go down. That corruption has got to stop. All right, y'all have a good day. Don't want to step on nobody's toes. I'm not talking specifically about Ozark, Missouri, because we got some of the best officers in the whole place, whole country. We got some of the best. The chief is one of the greatest people I know. He seems to be really cool. And Sheriff Poe is a constitutionalist, and our police chief is a constitutionalist. All our officers are starting to understand throughout all these years when they talk to me why I say the things I say, and backing up with what is the deep state, what is the actual corruption in Christian County, what is the actual corruption in all of these counties around us. And it's every state, every city. I've done said that. You know what I'm talking about. You got on this thing, you got to be on the right side. You got to be on the side of fairness, balance, and judgment, and with honor. And you don't want to do nothing to no one that you wouldn't do to yourself. You hear what I'm saying? We got to all live together. When this grid system goes down and the emergency broadcast system is announced, we have got to communicate. We need to start communicating now by just showing up at these city hall meetings and talk to these people. Yeah. Y'all need to know what's going on. Thank you. Talk to you later.